All right, have you ever just wanted to come home and relax after an evening of just getting things ready for a storm or something like that? You just get everything ready and you're ready to sit down and relax and just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be just fine, everything's gonna be okay, I don't need to worry about anything, everything's set and ready to go. And then your generator decides not to run for whatever reason. That's where I am. Generator just doesn't want to run. So this is a very bright light. So I'm gonna get to work on this thing. So what I suspect the issue is the jet that is right there underneath the throttle set screw. So I'm gonna get to work on pulling that out, cleaning it, putting it back in, and hopefully we'll be good to go. But I mean, you never do know with these sorts of things. Alrighty guys, well that seemed to be the issue. The battery's currently charging. I stood out there for 10 minutes to wait to see what would happen, and previous attempts it would start revving down within the first 2-3 minutes, and it made it all the way to 10 minutes and started charging the battery. So I'm going to assume that that is the problem. I may have gotten some water in the lines filling it up, and because it's so cold, that water might be freezing and gelling up, though. Like, I mean, it's been running for a while, so I don't... Something caused something to gel up, because there was a speck of gel that I pulled out of the jet there. So I don't know what would have caused that other than water. I'll have to do some more research. If you know what it is, please let me know. But she is... I don't know if you can see anything, but there's a generator over there, or the solar shed, and she's currently charging. Anyways, I'm gonna try to relax now, and hopefully this thing just charges to full percent. And what I need to do is get some parts so that in the event this generator decides to quit working, I could easily hook up my other generator that I have, because I don't have the parts for that, and I was gonna have to jimmy rig something if this generator didn't start and charge these batteries. So fingers crossed it keeps running. We'll see you guys soon. Alrighty guys, it is the next day. A little bit unfortunate event in that, well, one, last night the generator didn't stay running on gasoline, that is. However, I brought this propane tank up and connected it, and it started up on gasoline, and then I switched it to propane, and it continued to run throughout the night, or well, got the batteries up to 100%, and now the batteries are at 17%. And if I turn this over onto propane, hit the start button, that's what happens. It starts and turns off. Now it's going to continue to do this, and I don't know why it's sliding at the moment, but it'll continue to do that, so I'll turn that off. So one thing I read that it could possibly be is maybe an electrical issue. This solenoid down over here might not be getting power, but that's only for gasoline. So I think that solenoid is fine. Another issue could be is the oil. Now I checked the oil yesterday, and first it was low on oil and then it wasn't. I don't know what that was all about. It let me put in a lot of oil. I don't know what the issue is. I'm a little bit stuck at the moment. So I'm going to work on this, and I'll bring you guys up to date as soon as I figure something out. I know it's loud in here. The generator's been running for about an hour now. I had to put some carburetor cleaner, well, on the intake. I put some carburetor cleaner. Hey girl, how's it going? Hey, boy. The little spikes down over there. How you girls doing? You're getting big. Anyways, generator's been running for about an hour now, which I did this yesterday. I think yesterday it ran for, I don't know, seemed like it was 2 hours, but I could be wrong, before it started having issues. I'm kind of trying to stay in my path because I've only got my shoes and my socks, I guess, on. But anyways, before I conclude for the evening, hopefully, I'm hoping the generator stays running. I'm hoping I'm just hoping it's fine. Anyways, I kind of want to come down here to see what we have to work with here. So if I had to drag this generator up there, I could. I do have one of these plugs with 3 20 amp outlets coming off of it for that. I also wanted to see what I have on this generator here. Oh, it looks like, oh, it's just the RV. Well, the thing is, I'd have to I need to really get a multi connection for that 50 amp plug. I can't remember the name of the plug, but if I had to jerry rig a system up, I could. So that's a plus. By the way, I don't think I showed you guys this, but I did a little bit of work on cleaning up the garage. Got all my panels right there. Took down the bench, you know, the push saw. It's not a miter. Is it a miter saw? It might be a miter saw. Anyways, the bench that was there for cutting wood and whatnot. Now eventually I'll get all of this stuff moved back, but before I do that, you know, I need to take care of some of this stuff up here, clean this stuff up, take stuff to the dump, burn stuff. I mean, it's really not that much stuff, but along with that, I also need to do some sweeping and whatnot. But I don't remember if I mentioned this previously. It's currently about probably 5 or 10 degrees out here. Supposed to get down to about -10 tonight. It's just me girls. But yeah, it's really, really, really cold out here, and I don't like it. I'm sure these deer don't like it either. I think that's a boy, if I were to say. If I were to say that's a handsome young man. But might be a little too soon to tell. Anyways, it's really, really cold out here. Like I was saying, the Starlink's been doing fantastic though. No issues there, even when it was the worst of the worst as far as the storm goes. Had decent internet. So Starlink has their own issues though. I mean, I don't know why they do it. I mean, for money obviously, but I mean, they sell their service beyond their capacity. So sometimes, especially during peak hours, sometimes my internet will drop as low as 10 megabytes per second. 10 megabits per second, excuse me. And then sometimes, and I think this is actually a connection issue more than it is a congestion issue, sometimes it'll drop down to below 1 megabit per second. But I think that's a hardware issue. Could be on my side or on their side, I'm not entirely sure. Anyways. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's a little colder than I thought it was. It's only about, yeah, I guess it's about 4 degrees right now. Pretty darn cold. So, I'm going to try and just sit back and relax for the rest of the evening. Hopefully have a half day of work tomorrow. And then for me, it is about a week and a half of vacation. Alrighty guys, it's a new day. It's what, probably 9 in the morning right now. I'm a little bit tired, didn't sleep well last night, but once again, It's snowing, not very hard right now, but it looks like we got another storm coming our way. So, and the last couple clips you guys saw that I was having trouble with the generator up by the solar shed. And right now that is the only generator that I have running enough to charge the battery. So I kind of want to remedy that. Right now I'm having a lot of trouble, and I'm 99% sure it has to do with this super cold weather and the higher altitude combined. So I'm below the well, actually, no, I'm at the recommendation for the next. I think I'm right for this generator. I think I'm right below the recommendation for the high altitude jet on the fuel injector, or not the fuel injector, the carburetor. The fuel injector, it's not the fuel jet in the carburetor. And so I think in combination with this super cold weather that we have right now, I think that's kind of one of the reasons why this generator is having particular issues. Now, this generator right here, in fact, I should probably get this one running too, but this generator here should run. I do have the other jet for this one somewhere. I actually have no idea where it is at the moment. I lost it, but if I find that before the end of today, I'll put that in there. Did I say injector or jet? I meant to say jet. Either way, my goal is to get this generator running here, and if I could get this running, I'm going to get some adapters where I could hook this generator up, because I think this generator is going to be more suited for the cold than the generator that's up there. The generator that's up there is an open frame. This one is a closed frame, so that should, in theory, help it maintain its internal temperature a little bit better, and maybe negate the need for, a different fuel jet, and because it's insulated, hopefully, in theory, my theory, it'll be able to run a little bit better in this this current climate. So I'm going to get to work on that, and hopefully it starts right up. I know the battery is probably dead in it, but we'll see. All right, generator, don't let me down. Probably should get some gasoline, but well. That's no issues. Battery's a little dead. What am I doing wrong here? Anything? Whew. Well, high hopes are shattered. Generator that could. Look how quiet that is. I accidentally spilled gas everywhere. It happens. Okay, and oil. How are we doing on the oil? That is actually not what I want to see as far as oil goes. That is, how the hell am I going to replace that? I don't know if you guys see this, but I can't run this on this. What would cause the oil to do something like this? There's no water in it. but this is not good. Changing the oil on this, I think, is going to be a nightmare, because this isn't oil. This is tar. Well, it's a good thing I didn't have it running for very long. Yeah, before I change the oil on that, I'm going to have to get some advice on this. It doesn't look like, I mean, that's interesting. Well, I forgot to let the truck warm up while I was doing other stuff, so that's warming up now. I wanted to show you guys this. Check this out. You'll poke your eye out back here. Oh yeah. My prized possession icicle right here goes all the way to the ground, supporting itself. You know what's crazy? It's so cold out here. I don't know if you can tell, but my fingertips are completely dry. I could rub my hand on this, even hold it there for a couple of seconds. Fingertips still completely dry. That's how cold it is out here. Water tank up yonder, that's keeping the water nice and cool. Hasn't frozen yet, at least, so that's a plus. I'm actually surprised it doesn't have ice on the outside out of the overflow outlet there. Starlink tower holding up great through all the windstorms and all the snow. No problems with that. Even in the worst of the snow, like the snowstorm and the snow's coming down really hard. All right, the battery died on me there, but I was saying, Starlink tower holding up great. Wonderful internet, survived through a couple of windstorms and snowstorms. No issues whatsoever. I'm actually surprised in the snowstorms, you know, I didn't have a good enough internet to you know, play video games or even watch a high definition stream movies and whatnot, and it's working fantastically. Alright guys, we are back here in the garage. I'm sure you guys can hear we got the generator up there running. It didn't want to start easily. It was a very difficult start, but once I did get it to start, it stayed running, and it's not revving up and down, so I'm gonna let it do its thing. It should be fine for the next 5 more-ish minutes until the inverter charger kicks on, and it should keep going until it's done charging, hopefully, fingers crossed. I looked, we're at 26%, a little bit lower than I would like it to be, but yeah, with that generator being the way that it is, the auto start's not working. In fact, in order for me to get this to start, I had to actually pull start. So I suspect there might be something wrong with the electric start mechanism. Anyways, we're back down here. We're gonna get to work on this guy here. Obviously, with this oil the way that it is, if I can get this here, yeah, with this oil being sludgy like this, it's not really helpful to anything. So I did a little bit of research, and what I found is that this is probably the case, that this engine probably overheated quite a bit. So that's probably not good in itself at all. And then I'm sure in combination with this 0-degree weather is not helping this at all. But even when this was slightly warm, it was still sludgy like this. So I guess the solution, I gotta find somewhere to set this, why not on the generator? I guess the solution to resolve this is a little bit of motor flush. I gotta put some of this in there, let it run for 5 minutes, and then replace the oil. don't know how much I got to put in this, but it's going to be quite a bit. This stuff is really sludgy. Run it for 5 minutes, drain the oil, put oil in it, and then probably after, I don't know, maybe even, 10, 20 hours of run time, do the process again. Because this is a lot of sludge. This is really bad. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done, and fingers crossed. This is entirely my fault, and I don't know what happened. I don't know how it happened. But the store obviously didn't have their shit together. I'm just going to say that. But obviously neither did I. So this bottle right here, and we actually might see it in this video if I'm not mistaken. This bottle here is what I put in the generator the other day to change the oil. I realized something very important about this bottle. This is 5W20. It should be, and what I thought it was 10W30 or 1040. 1030 or 1040. I don't know. I can't remember at this point in time anymore. But 520 is certainly not what I wanted it to be. Now, the 2 other bottles that I bought a total of 4 bottles. I put some more in the generator the other day because it seemed to be low. It wasn't. Anyways, I have 2 more bottles inside. Those are 5 SAE or something like that, or just SAE. I can't remember if there was a number or not. Completely wrong oil. I don't know why. I messed something up somewhere. But if I'm not mistaken, there is another bottle up here. And it's probably the 1030. Oh, it's dark in here. Somebody let there be light. I can't find the door handle. All right, so here's a bottle right here. This bottle was in front of those other 3 bottles. That is also 520. How on earth did I buy 4 bottles of not what I needed? That might be why the generator's not running so well. 1040. Well, I don't know how I messed that up. Alright, I've got the new oil put in. Hopefully this thing starts right up. I think I'm going to run it for a half hour. I think I'm going to run it for a half hour, try and get some of this oil cleaned up. And, well, it's got the right oil in it now. Well, this one I think always had the right oil in it. So, that one up there, though, it should be fine. So, I did do a little bit more reading, and it does say that 520 is, okay for colder climates. Like, this is super cold right now, so it's probably fine for now. It'll be fine until tomorrow, until I get it replaced and get 530 in there. I cannot believe that I did that. I don't know how I went and bought 4 quarts of the wrong oil. Hello? Oh, it's just a knife falling off of the generator. Luckily it didn't go into that oil pan there. That would have sucked. Anyways, that's where we are. I think we're gonna end the episode here.